You ever have the feeling someone or something is watching you? That unsettling sense of being exposed? Now, imagine if it wasn't just your actions being observed, but your thoughts, your secrets, all the things you've buried deep. There's a doll that knows it all. And once it's in your life, there's no escaping its gaze. This is the story of Lisa and the doll that knew her secrets. But heed this warning. If you ever come across one like it, run while you can. Lisa loved finding treasures at yard sales. Each item, a glimpse into someone else's life. That Saturday morning, while others flipped through old books or chipped ceramics, Lisa's attention was drawn to a single table at the back. It was cluttered with toys, but one object stood out, a porcelain doll. The doll is pristine, its white face painted with meticulous care, blue glass eyes seemingly following Lisa's every move. It's dressed in an old-fashioned, lace-trimmed dress. A faint crack along its cheek gives it a touch of imperfection. Lisa, hesitant, murmuring to herself, "Why do I feel like it's staring at me?" The elderly woman running the sale approaches. Old woman, softly, with a strange smile. "Beautiful, isn't she? Handmade, one of a kind." Narrator. There was something about the doll, something magnetic. Against her better judgment, Lisa asked how much it cost. Old woman, "For you? $5. But be careful with her. She's special." It was an odd warning, but Lisa dismissed it, thinking the woman was just eccentric. She handed over the money and took the doll home. The doll now sits on a shelf in Lisa's apartment. The camera lingers on its eyes as they catch the light, glinting unnaturally. At first, it was just a decoration. Lisa barely gave it a second thought, but then strange things started happening. Little things at first. Lisa is working on her laptop late at night. The doll is visible on a shelf behind her. A mug of coffee sits on the table. As Lisa types, the camera zooms in on the doll's face. Its eyes seem to shimmer. Lisa, startled, turning around. What was that? She brushes it off and goes back to work. The mug tips over on its own, spilling coffee onto her keyboard. Lisa, ugh, seriously? She glares at the doll, but laughs nervously. Lisa, I'm losing it. Scene 3. Secrets revealed. Lisa is on the phone with her best friend, Maya. The doll sits in the background. Lisa, I don't know, Maya. It's weird. Ever since I brought that doll home, I feel like it knows things about me. I don't even know how to explain it. Maya, on the phone, dismissive. You've been working too much. It's just a creepy doll. Toss it out if it's freaking you out. Later that night, Lisa is sitting in her living room, scrolling through her phone. She glances at the doll and freezes. There's a folded piece of paper in its lap. Lisa whispering, "What the f-" She cautiously approaches and unfolds the paper. It reads in precise handwriting, "I know what you did." Lisa's breath hitched. She hadn't told anyone, not even Maya, about the secret she had carried for years. Suddenly, flashbacks flood the screen. Lisa, years younger, arguing with a man in a dimly lit room. His shouts echo as she pushes him away. The scene ends with a haunting thud and Lisa running, tears streaming down her face. The man had disappeared. She'd buried it deep, telling herself it was an accident. No one knew, or so she thought. The next morning, Lisa wakes up to find the doll sitting on her bedside table, though she swears she left it in the living room. Another note is in its lap. "You can't hide forever." Lisa frantically throws the doll into the trash outside. She slams the lid down and walks away, breathing heavily. But that night, as the rain poured and thunder rumbled, a soft knock echoed through her apartment. Lisa hesitated before opening the door. A single silhouette is on the doorstep. The doll, wet, its porcelain face cracked further, its blue eyes gleaming in the lightning flashes. Lisa screaming, "No, this isn't real." The doll's head tilts slightly. Its mouth, which had been painted shut, now moves. Doll's soft, whispery voice, "You can't run from the truth, Lisa." Lisa begins to unravel. The doll appears in different places around her apartment no matter where she tries to hide it. It whispers secrets she thought she'd forgotten, petty lies, broken promises, and her darkest sins. Lisa tried everything, burning it, smashing it, even throwing it into the river. But every time, the doll returned. And with it came the unshakable truth. The doll didn't just know her secrets. It was feeding off them. Lisa spirals, isolating herself. She confronts the doll one last time, holding a knife. Lisa, what do you want from me? Doll, smiling. Confess. Lisa, broken, sits in front of the doll. She confesses everything. The man she pushed, the lies she told to cover it up, and the guilt that has consumed her since. As the words pour out, the doll's eyes dim. Its porcelain face begins to crack and crumble. The room grows eerily silent. Lisa stares at the broken pieces of the doll, her chest heaving. She feels lighter, as if a weight has been lifted. But as she looks closer, she sees one final note among the debris. Now they know. The sound of police sirens grows louder outside. Lisa's face twists in shock as the screen cuts to black. The doll was gone, but the damage was done. Lisa thought she could bury her secrets, but they always find a way to resurface. If you ever come across a doll that seems too lifelike, too knowing, remember Lisa's story. And run while you can,